Cousins now from the 50. Man open, here is Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins with a hook up over the middle to Pryor. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. First down, here's Cousins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final act of the first half, Dalton. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, D'Angelo Hall. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The bank. Offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Second down, Dalton. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run. This is Bernard. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And Reed with it over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Cousins to throw it. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Cousins on 1st down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Jordan Reed, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Here's Dalton. On the right side, caught by Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Now Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Dalton here from the gun. Underneath, this is Bernard. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. The 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to meet.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are in for 6.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly. Allowed him easy access to the end zone.
And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Cousins a handoff. This is P-Ryan. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Again, here's P-Ryan. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Redskins on third down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On play action, Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a carry for P-Ryan. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They were stopped on that play. We had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
2nd and goal now from the 8. They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And this offense on third down today, they've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And now Cousins choosing to back away from the line and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Redskins on third down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This is 3rd and goal. Cousins now. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they run with Mixon.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Fresh set of downs here. To throw here, Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Dalton throwing on second down. Now a desperation throw deep down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And now a first down following that long gain. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And it'll be Dalton again. And it's caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Cousins here to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.